Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. Okay, so unfortunately the audio for this video was lost. If you watch my Pillars of Eternity playthrough, you would have seen recently, a few episodes ago, I had lost the audio, and I mentioned that I lost audio for a Pathfinder game or video too. And it just so happens that it was the finale that I lost the audio to, which, you know, it's I don't think there could be a worse time to lose your audio, but you know, it is what it is. So this is post commentary, and this is a while afterwards because I was very busy at the time of making this, and I couldn't get around to making the audio. So a lot of this I'll be remembering things as you guys see it. As you can see here, we buffed before we started this video, so that's why we're all buffed out and everything. And let's be honest, this party is just going to demolish everything in its way, because this party is phenomenal, even though we have two people on death's door here. I do want to apologize for anybody who this might annoy. You know, there's nothing I could have done about. Usually there's things I could, well, I guess there was something I could have saved it as soon as I recorded it, but I didn't, and then the computer shut down, and well, technology failed me with its autosave features. But not much I could do after the fact. So here we're just going through. I don't even remember which island this is. I know we're in Expedition 9 or 8, no 9 at the moment. And you will have seen by the title that this is the finale. So we do get to the end of the game here. And that's all I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you how we get there or what we do when we get there. But yeah, this island here in particular is probably the easiest island in the game once you figure out the layout. Like, I think, is that the only fight we have? Is that fight right there? I think that might be the only fight we have to do on this island once you know the layout, because you can just skip everything, which is nice, which is always nice. But I do know that the last episode I was a little bit disillusioned with the game at this point. And one of you commented, "Oh, there's another fight against the dragon, a dead frosty dragon." Reminds me of the dragon from Wrath of the Lich King. Forget the name. But and some of you told me that you also didn't get to the Mythic Rank 10, which, if that's how it's designed, that's really weird to me. That's really odd, in my opinion, that they didn't let you get to Mythic level 10. Or maybe it's just a bug that both of us experienced. And if that's the case, that's a real shame for both of us, because, you know, Mythic Rank 10 is pretty awesome to get to. You get to level 20, why don't you get to Rank 10? But I do end up getting an achievement for completing the game without using any mythic powers, which I wonder if that's the reason why I didn't get it, is because of that. Because we didn't get to Mythic Rank 10. But again, this fight, it's going to be really simple. Gurish here is just a monster, isn't he? He's so great. I love him so much. Him and Kamshi are just they can't be stopped when they get going. Now Kamshi obviously has some problems hitting, and I don't know if I ever do, but I remember one of you suggesting me giving her the Trickster mask, or maybe it was the goggles or something, because it gives true seeing. I don't know if I ever actually do give that to her. I can't see her eyes at the moment, so maybe I did. But yeah, and I think Marison was a really strong character. This game just really screws you over with the typing, because everything is undead at this point. It's a little odd. Where are the demons at? But yeah, I mean, look at this. It's so good. And the attacks of opportunities we get going is good too. I think Ribbledin is definitely our failure. If we look at one of these 6 characters as a failure, I think he's definitely the one that his build didn't really take off at all. he has some good moments, but like it's too inconsistent. I think with arcane tricks, you definitely probably want to go more of a ranged spell casting, with the build I did anyway, with the Magus and everything. But yeah, she is good. Like Marison is that's her name, right? Marison? Something I don't know. The random name generators are weird, but she is good. Like she consistently does really well against the Nabasu and other creatures she can actually affect. It's just she can't affect that many creatures.
Run them through! Damn you!
Now obviously this dragon's really difficult to hit. Jesus. Look at how hard these guys are to hit. But hopefully I got to the Nabasu here, yeah, because I should have better, well, I was going to say I should have better luck fighting him, but no. Nope. Saba's really good too. Like for the healer, I think she's really, really strong. I mean, she's obviously not the best healer we could get, but the fact that she has an animal companion, and you guys did tell me that the reason why the animal companion wasn't leveling up is because I'm not taking levels in that class that gave me the animal companion, which makes sense. You know, now that you've mentioned it, it's like, yeah, obviously that's why it's not working. Bit of a shame that he never got to 20, but Perch remains to be pretty useful throughout the game, even at 18, in my opinion.
Do not hold back.
That's so hard to hit that guy. He's got mirror image now, or is that blur? Did he always have that? I don't know. Hideous laughter did not work. What happened there? Oh, luckily he can't hurt me. Get him, Garish. Yeah, Garish like does damage every time he hits, and the sneak attack, it's so good. So good. Another kill there. And we do have a paralyze going on, but it's short, so it's not that big of a deal. And I think that's probably the last fight of this island. Which is good. Get the loot. Oh yeah, we get this, the Demon's Eye. This Eye of a Demon still holds some power. 3 times per day you can curse the enemy. The curse target suffers a -8 penalty to strength and constitution. It's a really good item. Really good item. Like that's a big penalty to the enemy. Yeah, we can skip by those guys, and it's always nerve-wracking trying to skirt past these traps when you're when you've got legendary proportions on or enlarged person. It's nerve-wracking. But there we go. There's another one done, and we've got the skeletal salesman. Oh yeah, I remember doing. Okay, I remember. This is good. Like this is big right here. You guys are gonna be so proud of me. Maybe not. I don't know. But we got Throne Keeper here. This +5 adamantine full plate mail grants its wearer 10 damage reduction, immunity to cold and fire, as well as all combat maneuvers. Throne Keeper. It's a really cool sounding set of armor. But we, we start selling things we don't need, so we get rid of this crossbow, which is... Actually, we might not get rid of this crossbow. Yeah, that crossbow is really good. What else do we got? We got Void's Kiss. We're looking for things we can obviously use. The Trident we can't use, but killing pace. Look at that composite longbow right there. This +5 speed composite longbow. We're gonna read it. Come on. Allows its wielder to add half his rank in mobility as a competence bonus to damage on a successful hit. Guess who that's gonna be good for? Well, I mean, hopefully you get the guess right. Now, unfortunately, her mobility is not something we invested a lot into. But still, I mean, 14 mobility. It's 7 damage. Imagine if we invested into mobility, though. That would be 20. Like, it looked like her highest skill was 40. But that was athletics, so it probably would have been higher than 40. It would have been like, I don't know, 42, 43. Actually, no, we didn't put anything in dex because we didn't need dex. So it might have been lower than that. Anyway, it would have been, what, 16-ish extra damage, which would be phenomenal. So right now we're heading back, and we're going to retreat back to the ship to collect all our sweet loot that we left on the ship, so that we can sell everything and hopefully get a lot of good stuff from the skeletal merchant, which is nice. Like getting him at the end here is actually pretty pretty awesome, I think.
March on.
Oh, another thing you guys commented about is that the chain was an optional fight. I have, since finishing the game, I have looked into it a little bit, and yeah, it is an optional fight for sure. I've thought about going back and like showing it to you guys. I think this party probably could beat them, like given enough tries. But there's always that feeling once you complete a game. For me anyway, like going back, it's just like, I've beat it, I've won. I don't really want to change the end of the story for these guys. So we got all the loot going back. It looks like we have one more island after this. But I don't really want to change the ending of the story for these guys. And I did think about, doing another playthrough. But as you guys could tell from the last one, I was getting a little burnt out with this particular playthrough. I mean, heck, we're getting to the 95th episode, and the last 30 episodes I've been editing down, so they were like triple. Like the length of those videos are like triple in like game time for me. So like, I was spending a lot of time playing this game, and I loved it. Don't get me wrong, this game is phenomenal, I think. But there's only so many times you can do the same thing over and over again, right? Even with different builds. It's not to say we won't come back to this someday in the future, but I just need to move on to other games. And Pillars of Eternity 2, those are coming out every day now, so that'll be going into full drive. I'm having a lot of fun in that game. It's a great game, Pillars of Eternity 2. And we'll talk more about the future later. Let's focus on this game. That's what you guys are here for. So the Skeletal Salesman. Show me your wares. So we're going to sell everything. That gives us 47,000. And then once we sell all this stuff, we got the Agile Flaming Rapier +3, which I don't think we need. And I don't know what I was doing there. But yeah, we're just going to sell it all. That gives us 213,000. 393,000. After this, we'll have 500,000. Just a ton of money. So 550,000 to spend with the Skeletal Merchant. So we can get the Throne Keeper right away. We got it. And I think we're probably going to Killing Pace. Yeah. Well, I mean, yes, we're getting Killing Pace, which is really good. And then I think we might look at that crossbow. I don't know. Isn't Daybreak in the actual game? Maybe. I don't know. Heartbreaker here. Ultrasound Heartseeker heavy crossbow. Really cool sounding. We got a great axe there. Great axes are so cool. There's a rapier. I think we do get this rapier. Whenever the wielder of this +5 evil outsider bane rapier lands a first hit against a new enemy, the enemy must make a will save or become paralyzed for 2 rounds. On a successful save, the enemy becomes staggered for 1 round instead. Obviously, we don't have like a super cool special rapier on Ribbledin at the moment. Yeah, I think he just has a +5. So that's at the top of the list, but I think we just, we only have so much money. So we're just taking a look. We have the Hammer of Ruin. Whenever the wielder of this +5 vicious warhammer confirms a critical hit, the enemy loses all its damage reduction it had for 1 minute. In hindsight, that weapon probably would have been really, really good to grab. I don't think we get it. I think we stick with Face Smasher. But yeah, getting rid of all damage reduction. Now, we do bypass a lot of damage reduction already with some of our characters, so maybe it wouldn't have been the thing to get. Elder Freezing Warhammer. Yeah, at this point, we start getting into the more... I mean, they're not... I wouldn't necessarily call them generic, but they're not named weapons, right? They all have a lot of traits to them, but... And then we get a dueling sword there, some armor, headband of mental perfection. I think about getting this. I don't think we do, but +6 to int, wisdom, and charisma. Phenomenal. Sky Scorcher. I don't think we look at Sky Scorcher. I love javelins, though. They're great. We might end up getting one of these. I know I contemplate getting the headband versus the rapier. Maybe we end up getting both. I don't remember. But look at it got some amazing weapons. So if you get the Skeletal Merchant in this expedition, I highly recommend you trying to get to him because he's got some amazing weapons, and hopefully he'll be at a stage in the expedition where you'll have a lot of money. But yeah, we can sell those. That'll give us some money back. We do pick up the rapier for Ribbledon. And we do look at the mind focus thing here. And I think we're debating whether or not we actually want to get Thronekeeper, because full plate mail mind focus is actually really good. But I do think we get Thronebreaker, and we might sell this guy's stuff. Yeah, we sell his. Yeah. So that leaves us with, what, like 60,000 left? Yeah. So we don't get a headband of perfection, but you get a nice rapier, which doesn't look... I mean, you can't really tell. He's so small. You get your nice bow. Look at that thing. It's crazy. Let's see, like, look at... Yeah, look at those attacks. She is a monster. Just like Garish. And his AC, 61 AC. Which, hold on. I think his AC went down, didn't it? That looks more like a paladin's armor there, too. It's really cool looking armor. Yeah. Do we sell something else? We think about selling one of these, but... Oh, we sell these, which gives us enough money to probably get a headband of mental perfection. That's what we must have done. We never used the mana magic rods. I think the one time we used it on accident. Which, you know. Oh, maybe we get like some accessories. Maybe that's what we do. Universal Remedy, +1 bonus per dice roll on all cured and healing spells, as well as channel positive energy used to heal living. It's a good ring. We might get that. I don't know. I don't remember what we get. This is kind of exciting. The ring grants its wearer damage reduction 10. This ring grants its wearer +1 extra attack with the highest... I get this. With the highest attack bonus when making full attack actions, stackable with haste and similar effects. Yeah, I give that to Garish. And then Caster's Dream, +1 additional spell slot for 8th and 1 additional for 9th. That's a really good one too. I don't think we get it just because it's so expensive. I think we want to maybe get more different things. Gnawing Magic, intelligence +6. Cast a spell that affects the enemy. The wearer gains a +1 bonus to checks made to overcome spell resistance. An enemy suffers a -1 penalty on attacks and damage rolls, as well as all saving throws for 3 rounds. That's a really good one, but again, it's like it's like, is it good enough to spend like our last money on? Amulet of Hidden Horrors. All invisibility spells become quickened. In addition, whenever the wearer of this amulet attacks with a weapon for the first time in a round while invisible, the target responsible will save. I might get this for Ribbledon, because I do try to make Ribbledon useful, but the headband of subjugation, fortitude saving throws, become dazzled for 3 rounds. That one's pretty good too. Sturdy Snoot. Headband grants its wearer +12 competence bonus on athletics and mobility checks. And if it's worn by an animal companion, +3 to AC against ranged attacks. That would have been really good for Kimchi. Kimchi? Is that her name? Kimchi? Chaos Scourge, +8. It's braces for armor +8. It automatically confirms critical hits against chaotic enemies. In addition, whenever the wearer of these braces confirms a critical hit against chaotic enemies, the enemy suffers a -2 penalty to AC, and all saving throws for 3 rounds. That's pretty good. And yeah, we're looking at him, and he's like, "Oh, that's actually not bad." Yeah, that would be a good pickup for him. And just checking his other equipment. And sorry if I read some of these pretty quickly. When I was doing the Pillars post commentary, I was realizing I was reading faster during the stream than I was in the post commentary, so I'm just trying to... Plus, you know, I'm talking so much, I'm just like, whatever. Shapeshifter's Helm. This helm grants its wearer... I don't read that. Okay, Headbutter's Helm. Whenever the wearer... Okay, I don't read that either. Rabid Rippers. Whenever the wearer of these knee pads confirms a critical hit with a natural weapon, that enemy must pass a fortitude save or become vulnerable. Bracers of Balance. Goggles of Quick Grasp, +15 competence bonus on persuasion checks. And yeah. Headband of Confidence. Perfect Pitch. We get that. So at this point, we realize that a lot of the... whenever you get the magical gift island reward, you'll often get one of these things, which is pretty awesome. I wonder if you can get like the 180,000 rewards from those. Maybe in like the later islands you could. Ring of Procrastinator. That's my ring. Like in real life. The wearer of this ring becomes staggered for 3... Yeah, it's blah, 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 blah. Rascal's Goggles. Plus 10 on Perception. Amulet of Quick Draw. This amulet guarantees its wearer plus 2 inside bonus on attack and damage rolls with ranged weapons against large or bigger enemies. It also grants a plus 4 bonus on initiative rolls. I think I get that. I think I do end up getting that. For our archer. Yeah, and we start getting into less crazy things. We get the Goggles of Piercing Gaze there. No, we don't. Sure Footing. I think we might get as the half their rank in Perception just to damage on their first attack. We get that. We definitely get that. Yeah, we get a lot of good buffs for our archer here. So that gives us 109. I think we have... How much money do we have left? Is it like 90,000? Ring of Guiding Star. Plus 4 to initiative. Whenever the wearer lands a hit against an undamaged enemy, grants all companions a plus 3 on damage. Ultimate Predator. Yeah, we need to look at 1d6 bludgeoning on 1d6 on your budgeting. There you go. That's what we all need, isn't it? Okay, we do get... what were those? What did I just buy? I just got some goggles for no reason. I'm sure I read it in the thing, but I wasn't paying attention. So much going on. Veterans Marksman Bracers. Goggles of Malicchio. Whenever the wearer confirms... Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I know I'm not... I have currently the Eyes of the Eagle. Which I think we keep those. Or maybe we do spend the 27,000 for that. I don't know. Oh, we do. Okay. Huh, I could have sworn we got the Quick Draw amulet. Maybe we don't. Enlivening Leadership. Plus 5 on Persuasion. Yeah, don't need that. Braces of Abrupt Onslaught. Trickery. Sneak Attack. 1d6. That actually wouldn't be too bad for Ribbledon. Black Rank Assistance. With a ranged weapon. Whenever an ally 30 foot lands an attack of opportunity, the wielder makes a free range attack. Yeah, that's really good. Maybe that's what we get. So if somebody hits on an attack of opportunity, she gets an attack on them. That would be really good. Why am I not getting that? Come on. Come on, Heliax. You don't need that natural armor. Avenging Ring. Whenever the wearer of this ring becomes an attack of, a target of attack of opportunity, I think. Battle Mage's Headband. It would have been so cool. I would love to make like a classic Battle Mage, like with heavy armor and stuff. Merciless Shot. I feel like those are potentially kind of difficult to make in this game, though. Like a Magus with like heavy armor. Maybe there's a class for that. I just haven't realized it, but mainly because of the arcane spell failure chance, right? Maybe like an Eldritch Knight is what I'm thinking of. So we have 38,000 left. I have to think I go back and get... Do I get those? That's as far back as I can go. Did I end up getting that necklace? I must have, right? There's no way I didn't. Is the bone amulet? Is that Camellia's bone amulet? Did she have a bone amulet? No, she didn't. Did she? I don't remember. I never ended up finishing Camellia's story because, you know, she did something terrible and I killed her. Haramaki, I can sell that because, you know, why do I need that? Instead I get those. Okay. Doesn't look like I end up getting that necklace. We have 8,000 left to spend. I don't know if I get anything else. I don't think so. We already have the Bracers of Archery. Aim of Jousting, Knight's Challenges. Yeah. Magician's Ring. There. Don't need it. Yeah, I think we're good. There we go. Now we can equip all of our nice and new stuff. Sure Footing. Instead of the Swiftfoot boots. Oh, no. Swiftfoot boots are on our tank, I think. Yeah, we don't get that necklace. I feel like I should have gotten that necklace. Instead, we got these goggles of Malokio. I guess that one is pretty good. Yeah, increases our perception. Perception's insane now. And we get these bracers too, right? For her. Right, that helps her in her enchantment skills. I really wish there was something that, like, I know there was the what was it that allowed you, was it a bloodline that allows you to affect undead with your mind effects? Might have been. Look at his attacks. Holy crap, 48. 3 times in a row. He is insane. Garish is insane. I think Garish and Kamshi really kind of win this for us. Our tank is really good. He's a really good tank. Don't get me wrong. He definitely puts in some good work. But yeah, those two for like damage, they're crazy. Crazy. And we shouldn't have anything to put in a stash because we sold everything. So I think we just jump right in. And we get some cash at the end, the final island. It's one of these places too. We are here. It's not a... See, these ones aren't terribly big, which is nice. These islands. And look at those undertows. I was so happy I was buffed. Like, this is just like... This is perfect for the final island of the game. For them to throw those 2 undertows at me together. It's like... Fuck you, Heliax. It's great. We got a really nice armor upgrade there. From that chest. Man. Fuck those undertows. Alright, let's go ahead and destroy them. Boom. Look at the extra damage she's doing now because of those weapons. Oh my gosh. It's dirty. It's filthy. Got a Nabasu here. Get in there, Perch. I don't think we run into any trouble here. I can't remember though. I think taking the Angel Mythic Path was a really good idea too. I think is it potentially the easiest path to take? Maybe, like, it's like built to defeat these kinds of creatures, right? Unfortunately, at this stage, besides Garish and Kamshi, a lot of people don't actually land hits. We got 220 crit. That was big. Yeah, but this guy just, like, he slaughters things. And he gets a lot of attacks opportunity for other people. Which makes him really good.
It is done.
Ooh, what did we get there? I don't even look. I'm just like... Cloth of heavy fortification. Right, alright, we don't use that. We don't need that. Kamshi. Another really big damage right off the bat there. I guess you guys already know this, but this is going to be a long episode too.
Good guys
But, you know, my finale episodes tend to be either much shorter than usual or much longer than usual, depending on how the dice roll.
We shall overcome.
Yeah, we need to kill these guys, or at least make sure they don't get a lot of attacks, because they get the Polar Midnight spell, right? Which is just a pain in the ass. Like, at this stage in the game, like, ability damage and negative levels, they're not, like, dangerous to me anymore. They're just annoying to have to deal with. Perfect. 203 crit there. Another kill there. He can't do anything. I am amazing. One thing I wish we could have done with Garash is make him faster.
Do not hold
I think
back.
that's his one downside, is he can't get into combat really quickly. Whereas Kamshi, you know, she's in combat no matter where she's at, basically. Hold mass. Go ahead and let him have it. Look at all that damage. I do wish I could, like, upgrade the Great Axe, the Guardian Axe, to be like +5. That would have been nice. One thing that I really love about Pillars of Eternity 2 is the enchanting system, the different paths you can take with weapons. It's really cool. God damn, he's so... I love him. I love him so much.
I did it.
I'm really happy we got to, you know, a party that, for me, seems to be really, really, really strong. Like, I don't know what you guys think about this party, but I think we really, like, considering all the failures we had on this Let's Play, this party coming together at the end just feels so rewarding. It really does. Like, I'm really glad, even though I did complain about it in the last episode a lot, I'm really glad we spent, you know, almost 100 hours. For me, it was maybe like 150 hours playing this DLC. So really, really get that rewarding feeling when you get a party that just destroys everything in their path like this. Except for the chain fight. In my defense, I only tried the chain fight once. I do think that this party eventually could have defeated it. Especially if we could have gotten all of these stuff from all the equipment. That's what I'm trying to say, from the skeletal merchant. I do think I think about actually attempting the chain fight again after this island. I do wonder what that ending would have been. Oh god, now I'm getting curious. I'm not gonna dive back into this, am I? Thank you for that. He tried to cast a spell, and because of the undertows, which are usually always against me, he ended up casting invisibility on all of my characters, which... Thank you very much, Mr. Nabasu. That's another thing, like, at this point, like, I've got the undertows working for me almost. Just great. I love it. It's such a... I don't know, it just feels really, really good. Guard of the Abyss, I completely say no to fighting him because those guys are actually really, really difficult and annoying. I probably could have beaten him, but like it's just like why? At this point, why take a difficult fight when you don't need to? I've got the odds of them giving me equipment that's going to be better than what I'm wearing is slim, and I'm not getting experience from them, so it's like why fight you? I've already proven I can beat you. Right, I've beaten them a couple times already. So it's like, no reason to do it. No reason. Beautiful. Get in there, Garish. Get sneak attack damage. Ribbleton. We do need to kill that guy first. I don't know if we get to him. Yeah, he gets to act. Yep, there's Polar Midnight. Fuck you. And this guy transformed himself. I doubt he meant to do that. But that was really good there. See, she's actually really good. Like, even as a martial unit, she's good. Ribbleton really is our biggest failure, though. Sorry if there's any Ribbleton fans in the chat or in the comments. He's just, you know, he is what he is. I think he was probably my most ambitious build too, and like all the multi-classing I did for him and everything. But yeah, he's good at trickery, which is always nice. Yeah, I'm not even like looking at what we're getting anymore. That's how much I feel like we've reached the pinnacle of what we are gonna have. Maybe that's a bad thing to be thinking, but yeah. Come on, kill him. Damn. But yeah, this is the best that the game has, right? This is the final island before the final boss, and they barely touched me, which is crazy. I never get enduring spells or anything like that, which is sad. Would have been nice to have these buffs last for a super long time. Not that it really matters. It's just, at this point, it's like, Ooh, that was so good. God damn, she's amazing. Look at that. Oh, I love it. And he gets tripped. Saba, you can do some decent damage there. Ribbledon, good sneak attack damage. When Ribbledon hits, he's actually really good. It's just he doesn't get enough attacks. I think that might be his biggest downside, is he just doesn't have enough attacks. His base attack bonus or his extra attacks just aren't good enough, and that's probably because of all the multi-specking. I think.
Defeat is not an option.
A Nightmare Lich. I will say one thing they could have done better with this DLC, and I know they were trying to fit it thematically, but I do feel like the enemy diversity could have been better. Because we've been fighting basically the same thing for like, what, the last 4 expeditions? Maybe even more. Just like different levels of them. Like how many different Nabasus have we fought? In like skeletal and zombie things.
Overcome.
Burn! Slice! Behead!
Strike with all your might.
A solid plan.
I feel like they could have added more things. Like they could have had like a Fey island that like infiltrated it or something. I don't know. The pirate islands were a really nice touch while they lasted.
You still here?
Like having those guys as a different enemy. I guess they had the elementals too, but fuck that. Fuck the elementals, right?
Onwards.
They were super annoying. Oh, and look at that. They're like, oh, you tried to bypass the Abyssal Guard? Well, you're gonna have to fight one anyway.
We can do it.
Just another chance to prove to you guys how strong this party is, though. Extra attack. She's got so many of those.
Attack.
67 damage. 76 damage. You're immune to energy drain. That's good.
May I see your entrails?
15 damage. And I study him. Oh my god. And with the bite attack too, that gets added onto him because of our witch hex. I really love the hexes.
I got this.
I think that's her saving grace,
Aim
is the hexes. Like if it wasn't for the hexes, she would probably be more useless than Ribbledon, just because so many things are immune to her spells.
The attack commences!
I'm talking about Marison, by the way, in case you didn't know. But yeah, the hexes are definitely her saving grace. They make her like super strong. Alright, let's go ahead and get in position and wait for this guy to stand back up, so we can kill him twice. Now we're gonna wait until he gets back up. There we go. We take out so much of his health right away. And then she does some amazing stuff there, and Perch is gonna kill him? Nope.
Die, die!
Probably Garish. Yeah, Garish is gonna kill him. There we go. Alright, we got more. This place is just littered with people.
Let us
It's crazy.
buy time. A solid plan.
Like, it's a small place, but there's just enemies around every corner.
Let's hear
I guess it's not really something to complain about, considering it's the final island. It should be
Are you still here?
pretty intense, right?
Strike as one.
Or not the final island, but the final normal island, right? Of course, at the time, I wasn't completely certain that this was going to be the final island. I was actually really concerned that that they'd go for like the 10 expedition experience, like,
Aim
you know,
carefully.
everything's better in 10s or whatever. I don't know.
Always win.
The even number of 10,
Attack.
but which would have been really concerning considering we're not getting anything from these islands for the most part. Another thing that was making me think that, besides it just being 10, being a nice round number, was I was thinking there would be one more boss that gives us our last mythic rank.
We shall
Oh, look at that. It's so good.
May I
I'm
see
telling you
your
guys,
entrails?
this party's so strong.
Strike with all your might.
a solid plan.
Damn you. All done for.
And imagine, like, ooh, there's the end. We got to the end. which is big. Let's see how much money we get. We get a lot. 270,000 gold. That's a lot of gold. We get all that. There's a key. Magical key. All right, but this is that. That was the I guess the penultimate island, right? The Warden's Key, an ancient key blackened by time. An emblem can be discerned on it. A gem coiled in chains. I don't know what we do with that one. I don't know what we ever do with that. Oh yeah, I wonder if I can like take the chain off of that, off that. I thought maybe that would have been what it was, but it wasn't. That'd been interesting. You know, one thing I do like about post commentary, I don't know if you guys like it. It almost feels like I'm just having like a conversation with you guys as we watch this, which is, I don't know if that's entertaining, but I kind of enjoy it. I do. I really do. All right, we're putting all of our stuff away one more time. Actually, did we just take it out of our stash? I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. But I'm just checking our buffs, make sure they're all up to snuff still. I think I end up resting and everything. I mean, it's the last island of the expedition. I'm sure I do. Right? I don't? God, I'm crazy. I really don't. Wow. Oh, nope. I'm reconsidering. Okay. I was like, that's Heliax. That's pretty ballsy. Yeah, we get a... Make sure we have everything we want. We begin resting, yeah. Which does mean we'll have to spend, you know, just like an hour buffing. But, you know. What can you do? This is probably when I start thinking about fighting the chain, too. Okay. Is this the buff time? Yep. So what do you guys want to talk about while we're buffed, huh? I don't know. I feel like I've already talked a lot about what I feel about the game and everything. I do wish they had a macro for buffs, though. I know you can get enduring spells that makes it 24 hours, some of them. But it would have been nice if I could just press the button and they do all their buffs at once. But I know that kind of like maybe defeats the purpose. Like maybe you can only do it outside of combat or something. Or like where there's not enemies in the vicinity. Like same rules as when you can rest. I think that would have been a nice touch. Maybe in their next game. Speaking of their next game, I don't know why I said that. I mean, I think we've talked about their next game being set in the Warhammer universe. Which I know little about except that we've made a couple characters based off of a Warhammer character, right? Sanguine. I forget the rest of the name, but that's gonna be fun whenever that comes out. And they have, I'm sure we've talked about this before too, but they've announced you know, season 2 of their DLC cycle. So we'll be coming back to this game next year whenever the Through the Ashes Part 2 comes out, because we definitely want to play that. If I remember correctly, our character's name was Mira in that, and she was a gnome, right? Or was she a gnome or a halfling? She might have been a halfling. I think she was a halfling. And what class was she? Was she an alchemist? She may have been an alchemist. I know she had like sort of like a roguish appearance. I kind of wish we could go back and change her portrait, but I don't know. Because now we have all these cool gnomish pictures and halfling pictures and dwarf pictures. I might not have picked the portrait we picked, but what can you do? But the first part of Through the Ashes was actually really fun. I enjoyed it. I loved the sort of low fantasy aspect of it. I'm curious to see where it goes. And I do know that the base game is getting some new content too. Like I know we're getting a new companion and a new quest line. And the prospect of going back and doing another playthrough of the game is very appealing to me. But also, until I think about how long the game is, it's... Now, I would like to hope on my second playthrough it would not take me 200 hours to beat the game. Or 200 plus hours to beat the game. Because I know where everything is and how to do everything efficiently. But if I did replay the game, I would probably actually even go on to a harder difficulty to test myself. So it would probably still take a long time. And there's a lot of games coming out that we want to play, so... I'm sure one day there will be a replay of this, but it won't be for a while. A long while. Unless I ever start streaming, which I've thought about, you know, streaming, because that allows me to just kind of chill and play the game without worrying about editing or timing or anything like that. Obviously, that wouldn't happen
Together we stand.
until either I get a new job or something else changes in my life where I have more time. But that probably won't happen for a while anyway. My God, we have so many buffs. It's insane. No wonder this party's so strong. We out buff everything. It's crazy. And I finally realized that you can have both of these on at the same time. Like, I always thought, like, up to this point, I was always under the assumption you can only have one on. But I'm like, wait, can I have both of these on? And it's like, yeah, you can have both of them on. Which is crazy.
I tire of waiting.
Yeah, we just throw up all of our buffs. Although I don't think we put Sun Touched on, do we? Oh, no, we do. Okay. Sun Masked. Or Sun Marked. There we go. Words. I do think that's it. I do think we're finally ready. Choose a new destination. And I'm like so much expecting us to be interrupted there, but we're not. Get to the final island. Here we go. This is the fun part. Thank you all for joining me for this. Okay. Instantly we're like, oh, this is a new map. Alright. Keep it paused so we don't waste time. As we slowly walk forward, because we do actually have some buffs to put on before we begin the fight proper. You know, some of the round per level buffs. Alright. I think I might actually put those on right now. Yeah, because I'm worried it's just going to start a cutscene and we'll go right into the fight like the Arch Priest and the Songbird did. We just guess at some of the elements they might use. Some electricity and some cold. Protection from evil. And yeah, we debate whether or not we want to use the other ones right now. And we decide to do it. Burst of Glory. Prayer. Sun Form. I think right now I'm trying to figure out how many rounds it takes. It takes me longer than usual. Longer than it should to figure it out since it's in the first line. And then haste. And transform. Yeah, Eagle Soul. Oop. Accidentally cancel Eagle Soul. There we go. We go to you, and I don't think you have anything. Alright, let's go.
And so the journey has come.
The image of Nocticula, Mistress of the Midnight Isles, appears before you in a slight haze. So good to see her again. I'm so glad she's in the game. I love her. She's great.
You have helped my old acquaintance Nahindri find his treasure. A job well done. My congratulations. What do you think happens?
Bow, my lady, it is a great honor to see you here. What are you doing here? Away, demon! I will have my reward. Nahindri will try to eat me. Not a clue. I think I go with number 5. Nahindri will try to eat me. Or maybe I ask her what she's doing here first. Yes.
Do not forget that you are in my domain. It is I who should be inquiring about what you're doing here. But I already know. I would prefer it if you answered my question instead. What do you suppose will happen once you've reached the Hindry's spot?
He will try to eat me.
Smart
I know.
boy. That is exactly what's going to happen. You see, Nahindri wants to rise again. To reunite his dry bones with his rotten heart. But he can't complete this process without blood. Hot, living blood. Which is something he hasn't had for many millennia. And that's where you come.
He can try. I will break his every bone and cast him into Ishiar's depths.
You're strong and brave. That rotten wreck of a demon lord is no match for you. I'm confident that you will kill him, albeit with some effort. But I have my own plans for old Nahindri. Here, this is my weapon against demon lords. I don't want to see that wretch brought back to
At her
life.
commanding gesture.
Drive this bolt straight into his black heart. Just as soon as you're done with that seafaring pile of bones that thinks itself is
A black
the
crossbow bolt materializes in your hands. Can I just fire this bolt into his heart from afar? And then I won't have to fight anyone. Why do you hate him so much? How long have you been watching me? What does this bolt do? Will you help me in battle? Thank you for the bolt. I don't need your bolt. It's time for me to face Nahindri. I go with the first one. Nocticula does not dignify your suggestion with a response. She merely rolls her pupilless eyes theatrically and shakes her head. Why do you hate him?
We have a long history, he and I. You must have noticed how possessive he is by nature. He desperately wanted to add me to his collection of treasures. But this gem had too high a price for him, and his reeking corpse became the first of the Midnight Isles. Now he's decided to return. But I am not about to give him a second chance at
How long have you been watching?
watching you. Don't flatter yourself. The ship caught my eye long before you set foot on deck. It was quite fortuitous for me that my spy took on the role of the navigator. She's been writing detailed reports to me on every
The
single...
Navigator. How dare she? What does the bolt do?
It appears that our mutual friend Nahindri has found a way to escape his capital punishment and rise from the dead. This bolt will stop him. I will turn him into an island for my archipelago once more. Perhaps for millennia, or for all eternity.
Will you help me?
I have already given you an excellent weapon. I think you'll manage.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I do hope Nahindri appreciates it too.
Okay. Leave the island with your spoils. And there it is. The heart of Nahindri. So yeah, it's really cool seeing Nocticula again. I was wondering if we were going to see her when we started this DLC. And we did.
We should prepare.
Okay, what am I doing here? Oh, I got the Midnight Bolt to put on. Alright, we have all the ammunition I never used. I always remembered. I always forgot to use them. Some of these are really strong quivers too. Okay. Here we go. We just look around here, not really sure where to go until we go right up to the heart. There it is. Is that a midnight bolt right there? You think that's already in the heart? Is that like the first one? Probably. What do you see, Kamshi? Oh god, behind you! Kamshi, Ribbledon. Ugh. Reminds me of the Gaping Dragon from Dark Souls. Like a lot. But without the tail and like the back body. Alright, let's start this fight. Kamshi.
The road awaits.
Do I look at what it has? I think I just go in and attack it. I don't even look. That's how badass I am. Who needs to inspect creatures? Until we miss everything. And I'm like, oh shit. Let's go. Deals 18 damage to him. Just off the bat. Invisible Thief. Right, this allows us to go invisible. And we try to get around. We want to avoid any AoE attacks so that Ribbledon stays active. Study him and inch forward. Gonna move Saba up into the mid range. Oh, we cast Aura Protection first. Smart. You cast Sword of Heaven. And gonna try and, like, you know, just hit him with something. But guess what he is? He is immune. Of course he is. Gonna delay his turn. Garish, you're gonna move in. I'm gonna start moving you in anyway. Divine Favor. I think I do want to do something else with you first, right? Oh yeah, Holy Aura. We're gonna switch to the staff because we're gonna be summoning with her. Finally. Finally use her class. We got a Spirit Guardian we're gonna summon. Going all out here. Just using everything we've got. What's that Scorching Ray symbol we have? And that actually does really good damage right there. 39. You're going to get in there. And you're going to miss. And he has this ability. Which is like the most frustrating of abilities. Fortunately, our tank is immune to those things. So he can just stand there. But it does make it hard to do like multi-attacks. Because you have to spend an action moving. And I desperately try to get something out of my enchantment stuff, but, you know. Which quiver do I use first? I use this first, okay. There's 45 damage. I haven't looked yet, I don't think, but he's got a ton of health. Oh yeah, I use the Mirror of Beautiful Deceit now. As I step in again. I think. Yeah.
Let's hear you cry.
Okay, so now I'm gonna summon somebody with our highest level. Yeah. Which are the Galeazada. Now we are sacrificing a heal mass for this, which is... Oh, never mind. Instead, did we just pop a heal? What do we do? We just do nothing. When you don't know what to do, the best thing to do is just do nothing. Alright. There's a little bit of damage there. Spirit Paladin has a long way to go to get back in. I drink a light healing potion for some reason. That's why I've been on him for like the first place. 79 damage on somebody there. And he does these little teleporting things, which is never nice. We got this Lesser Quicken Meta Magic Rod. Does this work on him? Evil Eye does work on him, which is big for us. So that's basically what she's going to be doing for the rest of her life here. A lot of misses there. We should have got her like Thundering Blow. Although every time she misses, it should make her attacks have a higher chance of hitting, right? I think. He's going to get in there. He's going to hit every time he is able to attack, which is great. Now I do the summon and hope that it doesn't like come back to bite me. And I put her behind him, hoping that, you know, the little pushback thing has like a blind spot. But I don't think I ever find one. Alright, get in there. Yeah, and he can't hit. He just cannot hit. But at this point, I start realizing we're taking a lot of damage here when people get pushed back, which is not great. Not great at all. We're going to do some of our hexes with the major healing. I think that's all we do. Yeah. You're going to keep attacking, Kamshi. Extra attack. Still got that going. We do have the Midnight Bolt we could use. And at this point, I'm thinking... I mean, you know, I mean... It's a free damage, right? And it's what Nocticula wanted, right? Is what I was thinking. Okay. You're low on health. We're gonna charge. You don't hit there, which is not good. We're gonna have her stand up and she can do a heal on Garish, which is good. And Harisco, you just keep doing your thing. He does have 60 damage there, plus 15. That's really good. And unfortunately, he can't get into a position where he actually gets to do anything. Ribbledon, he becomes pretty useless in this fight, at least at this stage. We attempt to use this, the one that hits his attack rolls, in the hope that it will make it less likely for him to push us back. Because if he didn't have the pushback thing, Garish would probably just rip through him. Is what I'm thinking. Good damage there from Garish. Yeah, so at this point, you know, we've got him down a little bit. But not a whole lot. We do a heal. Yeah, it's what, like maybe a quarter already. And we're doing alright. I mean, Ribbledon's taking some damage, but I think I tried to get him over here so he can get some healing. Yeah. That's the reason why I sent him over there, so he can heal. Because they push everybody back. It did a lot of damage against Saba. But it didn't push Garish back, which is big. Anytime Garish doesn't get pushed back is a massive win for us. We put Evil IAC on. And we used the Midnight Bolt. Here we go. Big damage, big damage.
Aim carefully.
It wasn't that big of damage. I think it was like 53 damage or something. I was hoping for a lot more. But Garish here is going to hopefully do a lot. Pretty good. I mean, a couple hundred maybe. Or 150, something around there. Based off the quick numbers I saw. I'm surprised I haven't looked at his health yet. I think he has like 2,000 health. Maybe I did and I didn't see it when I was rewatching. He's got a ton of health. So there's our last heal mass. No damage this time from Harisco. But Ribbledon's back. He can hopefully do something now. Nope. No good. Okay. We forget to put bite on him, so now he's got bite as well. Sorry, I just hit my mic. Hopefully it wasn't too bad.
Forwards.
But generally, you've now seen the strategy I use on this guy. I just keep going until Garish eventually gets the hits. He always does a little bit because of the thundering blow. I take off defensive fighting here in the hopes that we'll be able to hit more. Doesn't look like it will make a difference though. 40 damage from the Spirit. The Spirit Paladin does some good work here.
Damn you!
Okay, that knocked Ribbledon down. And he teleports somewhere else. I don't really know why he does that. Maybe it's just how he moves. I don't know. Prediction of failure. We try to do this. Again, he's immune to it. Yeah, it's annoying. It's sad that she has like nothing she can do besides Evil Eye.
A solid plan.
Ooh, nice. There you go. You couldn't really do much there. You can get in and attack.
Let's hear you.
Yeah, see, the missing does do some damage still. It says Herisco does it. Maybe it's just, because he's the mythic guy. I don't know.
Not hold back.
Strike with all your might.
Almost getting to half. We're probably about a third through the fight at this point. And Ribbledon's got this bug where he's trying to heal, which is never really fun that he does that. There we go.
Are you still here?
Okay. Everybody's getting a little low here. We'll need to do some healing. Yeah, I'm still trying to find something to do against him. I don't know why I think that's gonna work. I'm just desperate. Because at this point, I'm actually not really certain how this fight's gonna go.
Carefully.
Because, like, a lot of people are damaged besides Herisco. He doesn't seem to be able to do any damage to Herisco, which is good. Good damage there from Garrosh. She can do a heal. That'll be useful.
Do it.
And Ribbledon's way out there.
Always win.
Okay. Really going after the Spirit Paladin, which is fine. Which is fine. We actually kind of prefer that. I go through her spells again, trying to... Oh, no, we got the cure spells, which... I know Saba's, like, our main healer, but her having, like, these two really good mass cures are pretty big. Like, another thing that makes her useful is her versatility.
Die, die, die!
I don't think she's landed a hit besides the Midnight Bolt yet. I think she... No, I think she did hit once. There's another hit there. Double hit. Really good stuff there. And unfortunately, Garrosh is just out of range to be able to do a full attack. I think I have him heal instead, yeah. Gotta make sure we stay healthy. As you do another heal too. And she's getting low on heals, which has me worried. Everybody gets up. Luckily, he has no attacks of opportunity. Yeah, it did it again. I don't know why it does that. Yeah. Ribbledon's just... He is truly useless in this fight, I feel like. That's when I realized I can do healing damage against him. Yeah, I was like, wait, what? I can do that? I was like, yeah, obviously.
Solid plan.
Okay, Perch, come on. Another 35 damage. Just chipping away at him at this point. Oh no, it was only 20. The other 15 was to the Spirit Paladin, which isn't what we want. I think the Spirit Paladin just vanished. Yep. Ribbledon, get up.
Are you still here? Good guys always win.
Another thing that's got me worried is just how much health he has. Like, I feel like I've burnt through a lot of my stuff already, and he's not even at half health.
Attack.
And Kamshi not being able to land a hit is not great. He does take a little bit of damage every round from Harisco, which is, you know, something. I'm just trying to find something I can do to help us out here. I try to do a Pillar of Life. It does do a little bit of damage. Or maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Every time Ribbledin gets in there, he just gets knocked back again. Okay, extra attack, perfect strike.
Aim carefully.
Ooh, that was a big hit there. See, when Kamshi hits, though, it's good stuff. Good stuff. Also, as the fight drags on, I get like really worried I'm gonna have to fight this guy like multiple times, and he's such a sponge. More damage there, though. That's good. So he's getting close to about being halfway done. And I think this has been going on for like 10 minutes already. Running out of extra attacks, which is never great. Do you see that she has a better chance of hitting when we have Evil Eye going on? I think that's why it was 19 to hit. I think. What am I looking for? Haste. A haste potion. Why do I need a haste potion? Why am I not using haste? Oh, because he's transformed, right. That's right. That's why I haven't reapplied haste, is because Ribbledin is transformed at the moment.
Damn you!
A lot of damage there. Who's that go to? Doesn't look like it actually does a whole lot. Maybe we just have a lot of health. Another Evil Eye. Alright. Running out of quivers here.
Solid plan.
Yeah, it's just so hard to hit. There we go. There's a good amount of damage. Yeah, and pop a heal. You got a little bit more of those.
We won't falter.
Here's where I remember Demon's Eye. Let me use that. Yeah, I was worried that it wouldn't actually do anything to him. I don't know if I actually checked to see if it did. I could have sworn I did check. I don't know. It feels like there's things missing from my... Maybe I just remember this fight differently. I don't know why I haven't checked like his stuff. But yeah, I mean, that's just... We do notice that he didn't get pushed back there, and look at all the damage he did now. That's crazy amount of damage. Yeah, but we should have been able to...
Strike with all your might.
Use his Demon Eye. Maybe I didn't do that before. Here I go. Yeah. You can see his health is now down. I don't remember checking. Did we check his health before? I just wasn't paying attention. But yeah, his health is down because his con is down. So we have a little bit less to go through. And I think that right there, that item really starts to turn the tables for us, because, you know, it was looking like he might be able to outlast us. I don't know if he would have ever actually won, because I guess he has hit our tank. Our tank has taken some damage. So maybe he would have, yeah, he probably would have won in the end. Yeah, good. Like, he is hitting much more often now because of that. We are out of channel energies, which is not great. I'm looking for other things I can do. Did we... Oh, no, we use this to heal. Okay. Okay. I thought we were going to summon something else, but nope. But now he's well below half health.
We can do it.
And... yeah, I'd look to see if this can help me out, but I don't... It doesn't. It doesn't. And we got the scroll, which I think about using. Immunity to all energy damage, but he's not using energy damage. It's not really useful to me. I think about using this. So immunity to negative energy. Again, don't really need to do that. He's not doing that to us. I look for the other cursed vial, but I think that one just gives us immunity to the acid, which again, he's not really doing. So unfortunately, we don't get like the satisfaction of saving these and using them at the end. Although it deals 66 acid damage to every enemy within 30 feet. That probably would have been a good thing. I might have eventually used that in this fight. If I struggled for too long.
Better off without it.
It looked like I did try to use it, but like I couldn't put it in my stuff. Or I forgot to do it. I don't know what happened there. I keep doing this every round because I don't know the duration of it. It might have been permanent. I think it actually was permanent. Yeah, it does say permanent. Yeah, Kamshi's not looking too great now. Her health is going down. Do another heal. Got the lesser sonic quiver and the flaming ammunition. Our last quivers.
Forwards.
There you go, another 42 damage. He's getting real low now. I think we've gotten a Hindri in the bag. Especially after this. So much damage. Look at that. Ooh, beautiful. Just beautiful. I do another heal. To help out everybody a little bit here.
Forwards.
And alright, now his transformation's up so he can cast haste on everybody, which will be helpful. Yeah, Kamshi is now getting low. She's in the red. But I think we have heal still, don't we? Don't we have the heal spell still? There you go. Let him have it.
Solid plan.
And you got another 52. Good, 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 good. And at this point, I'm thinking we won. He must be like at 1 hit point. Things are looking good. But we do need to heal. So we go ahead and heal Kamshi. Perfect. I'm just praying somebody hits him. I go for the final kill with that. He misses. Of course he misses. There's some good damage there. Which is surprising. I don't even do extra attack because I think we can just kill him and it'd be over. Garish. And at this point I'm like, oh no. What do I have to do to kill him? What do I have to do?
Attack.
And after that I'm like, oh god, what's happening? He has that 1 hit point. He can't die. He's immune. I don't look through his stuff because I'm lazy.
I got this.
As you all know.
Damn you.
Pushes everybody back, even Garish, and I'm like, damn it. Don't need Garish to be falling back. Throw everything I can at him, but can't overcome spell resistance. Extra attack, perfect strike. I'm just like, somebody, please kill him. We can't get him. We can't get him. He's gonna evolve into a super Nahindri. Don't hit him there. Don't kill him there. 16 health. I heal Gurish. Make sure he stays alive. Hareski uses Sword of Heaven again just to make sure it's still active. Looking for things I can do. Shield Demon Count. I'm like, why am I not using that? And I end up using it now. Riverzone stands up. Misses. Kamshi's getting low. I'm wondering if this is possible. Is he gonna turn the tide on me when he has so little health? No health, one might say. Kamshi fires.
Forwards.
And misses it. Oh, she hits. He's still not dead. We don't know what's happening here. Gurish, he's got 9 attacks. Does he and Gurish gets the kill. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had like the Die Hard ability or something. Or Last Stand. But we've killed Nahindri. We have slaughtered him. And there he is, the soul of Nahindri.
The imposter has fallen. Good.
Nahindri's soul.
So that's what my greatest treasure looks like. The reason for my suffering. My black heart. The imposter awakened it with the promise of a sacrifice. But he failed to fulfill his promise. Now
Nahindri's spirit lets out a mirthless chuckle.
Destroy it. End my torment. Let my spirit go to the Rift of Repose. My last refuge has waited for me.
Don't you want to live
enough.
again? What will happen if I simply leave this place? Nope.
My life was pathetic. My afterlife was pointless. I am tired of...
This is really sad.
You know, I could have helped the imposter defeat you. Although I don't think he could have, even with my help. But I didn't help him. Today, Nahindri must die for...
What will happen if I simply leave this place? Articula gave me a midnight bolt. Okay.
My heart is dying. Its agony will last for another hour. Maybe a day. Then it will finally die. And my spirit will be released, so it may find the rest it has earned.
It's really sad. I mean, he's a monster, but...
But why would you simply leave? End my existence right now. Why wait for it to end on its
Like, you can
own?
really hear the pain in his voice. It's great. What great voice acting, I think. Nocticula gave me a midnight bolt and told me to stick it into your heart.
Nocticula has the safety of her island in mind. The one that was formed out of my flesh after my death. The destruction of my heart will flood that island, diminishing the succubus queen's realm. If you were to pierce my heart with her bolt, I would have remained her prisoner for many centuries to come. It's a good thing it won't
Now, I was
come
actually...
to that.
I thought I was actually doing that when I shot him with the midnight bolt. I thought I was doing what Nocticula wanted me to do, but I was wrong. I guess he had to use it on the actual heart.
I will accept your decision, whatever it may be.
So I do end up going with destroy Nahindri's heart. I release you. Go to the Rift of Repose. I think that is the best choice for an angel character. Spirit holds out his sword to you. The grip is cold and almost weightless. You feel as though you are clasping the last breath of a dying man.
It was the only way.
Goodbye, Nahindri. As I walk up to the heart. With his blade in hand and cut through it. Goodbye. As you have failed to do my bidding, you disappoint me. Her voice is as cold as death itself, Nocticula.
I'm disappointed in
The
you
Navigator.
as well. I ordered you to watch both the ship and the crew. Why didn't
Her
you
gaze shifts to the edge of the island, right to Isila's hiding spot. So the Navigator is watching us the whole time. Isila, pale with fear, feels for something in her bag and casts a spell.
Where do you think you're going? Stop right there.
Nope. Black Heart. Nahindri may have failed to get his hands on his coveted treasure, but at least he freed himself from Nocticula, who had him held prisoner for so long. Having been granted the release of death, he went to the Rift of Repose, where at last he found blissful oblivion. The Midnight Isle that had been built upon his remains sank into the waters of Ishiar. The name of the once feared demon lord faded from the memory of both mortals and the denizens of the abyss. So Nocticula's definitely not happy with me now. Well-earned reward. Nocticula, having lost a part of her domain, flew into a rage. She put a bounty on the head of the treasure hunter who had dared defy her, but he, much like the Navigator's spy, escaped the succubus queen's wrath, pockets brimming with riches. Hell yeah. And there we go. Success. Herisco, the treasure hunter, has laid his hands on the treasure of the Midnight Isles. But could this story have a different ending? 19 attempts. 45 islands visited. No fatal enemy. Thank you very much. Adventure duration 21 hours, 49 minutes. 1,026 enemies defeated. Kamshi, with the most valuable party member with 37.28% of the damage dealt. I imagine Gurish is right behind her. I don't imagine any of the others got like very high damage-wise. 187 chests opened out of 222. 3.7 million gold worth of equipment, 22,429 damage suffered, and 167,000 damage dealt with the shielding tailwind. We have done it, guys. What a ride. 19 attempts. 19. That was a really, really fun DLC. I'm really happy with that ending. Like, I really liked that ending. I liked hearing the vulnerability and almost the human quality to Nahindri after, a millennium of suffering. Obviously, he was an evil being. So it should be hard to feel a whole lot of sympathy for him. But, I don't know. It was really well performed, I think. And, yeah. I think with all the options that we know of, it was the right option given our character. He was an angel mythic path character, so he's obviously a good being. And yeah, I'm really happy about that. And I don't know, like I was saying earlier in the episode, I don't know when or if we'll do more playthroughs of this. I know some of you have given me some more character builds, and I would love to try those out, but they're gonna have to wait. Maybe one day we'll come back and find the secret endings after a sizable break, but I do need a break from this series. I've thought about like continuing it on, but like switching it to maybe every other day, every 2 days, showing you guys a video from here. But honestly, I'm ready to move on to another game. I've loved this game. I think it's wonderful. I enjoyed it immensely. I highly recommend it to any of you who maybe haven't played this. I think most of you have played this though, and yeah, I really want to thank all of you for joining me on this ride. honestly, I was surprised how much support I've had for this series in particular. The original Pathfinder series had good support. I didn't think that this DLC would have as much support as it has had. Especially throughout all of it. I thought, you guys would get bored after, the first 10 attempts, let alone 19 attempts through it. So thank you very, very much for joining me for this ride. I really appreciate it. I've always loved playing video games, and having the ability to share it with you guys just makes it even better. So thank you for that. Up next on the channel, we got Pillars of Eternity 2 going on. It's going well. I'm really loving it. So if you like this kind of game and you haven't played Pillars of Eternity 2 or seen it played, I highly recommend you join me for that ride. It's great. And the next new series that will be coming up, Pentiment's still going on too. At the time this comes out, although that's wrapping up as well. It's not a very long game. It's a very different game, but it's a phenomenal story, I think. So feel free to check that out too if you wish. But the next new game on the channel will be Baldur's Gate. That will probably be coming out unless I'm unable to restrain myself from releasing it early. I'm planning for that to start next weekend. So if you're interested in Baldur's Gate, we're going to be doing Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 in preparation for the eventual release of Baldur's Gate 3, which the latest rumors I've heard is that it's coming out in the next year, at the end of next year, hopefully. We'll see if that actually happens. But we've got that. So Baldur's Gate playthroughs are coming up. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I hope you guys join me for that. So, without further ado, thank you all once more for joining me in our journey through the Midnight Isles. We've got the treasures. We've done it. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And until the next series, I hope you all have a wonderful day. And I'll catch you later.